Is the teenager accused of stabbing another teen to death at a track meet was moved to an undisclosed location for safety reasons. That's according to Dallas-based advocacy group Next Generation Action Network.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Real good. How are you?
Great, great. Kind of
Order
long.
pizza?
No, we didn't order pizza. Who's getting a pizza from? You don't mind if I see the receipt?
Yeah, it was. It was probably a prank order.
Yeah, it's definitely a prank order.
I'm sorry, is it pranks or threats? Because it's definitely a difference.
What's up, man? Who is it?
How you doing?
Yeah, what my wife telling you, who is it?
No, she said that I guess y'all didn't order a pizza.
Yeah, who is this again? And this number is, so it's another one.
Has this happened to y'all before?
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry about that.
How you getting? So these people keep just sending stuff.
Okay. Don't send it out.
Yeah, this is because it's the second time this happened. We've been harassed.
Really?
Yeah, we've been harassed.
Oh, okay, so harassment. Is it harassment or threats? Because it's definitely a difference. I don't see how people ordering pizzas and just being annoying would be looked at as threats. I want to see the threats. The same type of threats that they're saying on your Give, Send, Go, that's what I want to see. Because those are the types of things that would cause you to pack up your family and move. Yeah, I'm not saying that even being harassed, it could be very traumatizing. I'm just saying to pick up your stuff and move out of your home, it should be substantial. And this is just not looking substantial to me. Welcome to another episode of the Quisha King Show. I am your host, Quisha King Benton, and I have a lot of new subscribers. So welcome. Thank you so much for finding my content interesting. I know it's just a click of a button, but it means a lot to me that you all are tuning in and watching my content and liking what I have to say. So I really appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like button, share this video out, show some support for the channel if you would like. We're going to talk about an update on the Karmelo Anthony case. I'm not going to say I was right, but maybe I was right. And let's get on into what we have to talk about. The truth about the threats, in quotes, that prompted teen murder suspect Karmelo Anthony and his family to flee their $900,000 gated community home. Now, what could scare them so bad that they would have to leave their home? Well, at least one of the threats of violence that prompted alleged teen murderer Karmelo Anthony, and I know y'all are like, why do we have to keep saying alleged? Because he hasn't been convicted yet. So that's why we have to keep saying alleged. At least one of the threats of violence that prompted alleged teen murderer Karmelo Anthony and his family to flee their gated community was carried out by kids with water guns. The Daily Mail can reveal kids with water guns. That's why they had to flee the threats. Meanwhile, the Metcalf family has been swatted 3 times. They're getting actual death threats. They're getting public wishes for them to not be here. They are bigging up Karmelo for what he did on their Give, Send, Go page. Okay. So we don't have to assume about those. We see them outright in front. I just want to read to you some of the disgusting comments that have been left on the Karmelo Anthony family Give, Send, Go for him, where he's raised over $500,000. Kimmy for $10 says, "Don't worry about him dropping soap. He'll be at home. Austin will never need soap again," with 3 middle fingers. "You think you can be mean? I can be meaner!" Exclamation. "And thanks for the money again, dummy. Here's more money for Karmelo." Anonymous giver, $10. White American males are by far the most inferior victimhood race of people I have ever seen. I really wish people would get rid of these bedwenches. Black male cucks for white, like Charleston White, who's a degenerate. Anyone who think they can just attack black boys. I joined a militia and been training self-defense since I seen these cowards attack Mello. I'll be in Dallas ready. Coward. Okay, so now he's claiming he saw these people attack Karmelo. Okay. FBA, $15. Honestly, even if Karmelo stabbed Austin for no reason at all, I'd still donate and support. Whites have gotten away with killing us for hundreds of years. I could care less about white lives. Wow. At Centennial High School, went to sit under the rival school's tent. Metcalf, a student at Memorial, the opposing school, confronted him, and the pair started arguing. At some point, a knife was produced, and Metcalf died in his twin brother's arms. The case has become a national flashpoint about race and privilege, with the Metcalf and Anthony families subjected to online threats, swatting calls, and their addresses made public. Has the Anthony family, have they been swatted? I don't think they've been swatted. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Let's see. Just days ago, while Metcalf's family has shied away from the cameras, the Anthony family has spoken loudly, hosting press conferences where they say that they're the ones victimized. Y'all remember that? We covered it last week where they are the one. The mom says, my daughter can't even sleep at night. Meanwhile, the Metcalf family, their son is sleeping in a grave. Okay. Down like this, just disgusting. Just days ago, they abandoned their $900,000 home in a gated community. Yes, darling. And went into hiding in an undisclosed location. Public records obtained by the Daily Mail show that Anthony's father called 911 last week when Anthony was still staying there after teenagers drove by with toy guns. Toys. They were so scared of the toy guns. Frisco cops were called to home April 15th by Andrew Anthony, the suspect's father, around 7:51 p.m., and two Jeeps with teen passengers were seen driving past the house through the doorbell camera. Within the first minute of his interaction with police, Andrew acknowledged the weapons the kids had were play guns. He further described, what's going on here? He further described the two Jeeps as having 4 passengers each, both with white and black males in the cars. Okay, so it wasn't a bunch of white guys, it was mixed, probably how most kids these days are with each other, They're not on the whole, most kids are not even on that race stuff. It's the adults that they're trying to keep a check, trying to keep it alive. Let's see. Anthony also told police that the play guns were never pointed at them. The incident report says officers caught up with the kids. They were. This is what it looks like a quote, partial quote. High schoolers were driving through the area with water guns, looking for their friend in the area to squirt their water guns. The officer detailed. Subjects stated they did not realize Karmelo Anthony's house was right there at first, and that they were only trying to find their uninvolved friend's house. Subject apologized for spooking the residents and stated that there was no intent to make contact with them, no offense or emergency at this time. Despite the incident deemed a non-emergency by the local police, Anthony's families has been very public about, quote, threats that they have received since their son became the suspect in a murder case. No specifics have been shared about those alleged incidents. I wonder why. I wonder why no specifics have been shared. I mean, if you're so afraid, why haven't you called the police? Anthony's mother wept as she spoke about the negative attention her son's case has drawn at her family at a press conference last week. We, quote, we have endured death threats, Anthony's mother, Kayla Hayes, says while her voice cracked with emotion at the Dallas press conference. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. Well, I mean, yeah, you tend to be fearful when someone in your house killed somebody. I don't know. I'm just saying, I know that's her brother and everything, but you might be a little fearful if that happens to you. Her husband wiped away tears from her face while she disputed what she called lies about her family that had been spread online and vowed the truth would come out when her son has his day in court. Moments before she took the stage, Austin's father, Jeff, was escorted out of the event. The family spokesperson, we all know what happened with that. Um, Meanwhile, Anthony, a former football and track athlete, will serve out the that says reminder, but it should be the remainder of his house arrest at a secret location. Secret. Shh. The accused murderer has been removed from his family's Frisco house to an undisclosed location as they worry for his safety, according to Next Generation Action Network. The other criminal that's supposed to be like the advocate or something for them. Yeah, that guy. Dominique, or Nick, as he goes by on X. How you doing? Anyway. This comes as an alarming increase in death threats, continued harassment, and physical intimidation targeted at the family's home have rolled in over the past few days. The nonprofit group claimed. I'm not buying it. Prove it. Like my friend Blanche says, prove it. We want to see it. I want to see these threats. And it better be something more than some toy gun, some water guns. Under the terms of the house arrest, Anthony may only leave the house with prior approval of the courts and must be supervised by a parent or adult designee at all times. He's also prohibited from having contact, direct or indirect, with the family of the alleged victim because the allegations against him. The senior has been expelled from his school just weeks before graduation and will not be allowed to walk the stage to accept his diploma, reported Dallas station Fox 4. He will still officially graduate so long as he's met all the requirements, according to the local outlet. So that is the update. I don't know about you, but I am not surprised that there's no real threats. I mean, some groups of people just don't really move like that. Like that. I would have been very surprised if there were a bunch of death threats towards the Anthony family. Like I said, I'm not surprised. I just wanted to give you guys the update on this story because we have been covering it, and any further updates I will make sure to keep you posted. But my final thoughts on this is I don't believe anything that the Anthony family presents. I'm sorry, I don't, because they don't seem to be people that are upright people. I'm just saying, like when you just browse around on their channel, you got the dad, he's like using extremely vulgar language around his children. And I am not one of those parents. I'm not like, oh my God, you said a bad word, but he's dropping F-bombs around the kids. Like they're little kids, he's being, they live a very extravagant, like it seems like there's a lot of attention to material things. It doesn't seem like there seems to be a lot of grounding in values and morals and character and things that make good citizens, good children, good, the mom made this claim, like, we put God first in everything we do. And as I'm looking through their social media, I'm like, but where though? But where? Your husband is like grabbing your butt inappropriately on Facebook post. Like it's just not given very God fearing, that you're putting God in everything that you do. And I'm not trying to harshly judge this family. They didn't do it. They aren't the ones that did it, but they raised this. This is what they raised. And so no, I don't really believe them. I don't. I just don't think that people are going at them like that. Like I really don't. And I could be wrong. Maybe they are. I think they should produce some evidence though, because what it's looking like is that what the rumors were, that y'all were taking this money and going and buying this and buying that, it's looking to be true. That's what it's looking like. Anyway, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. All the new subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. It means a lot. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.